And so welcome back to my YouTube channel where we are going to discuss 10 question on AZ-900. So this is the last set of 10 question for practice set 1. After that we are going to discuss practice set 2. So let's see the question first. Question 1. First question is that is setting up a secure connection for our company on-premises network to Azure over a public network. Which of the following options should she use? First is express route, second is virtual network peering, third is VPN gateway, and fourth is encrypted data transfer EDT. So let's see the correct answer. So the correct answer is VPN gateway, and the explanation is a VPN gateway provides an encrypted VPN connection from your on-premises network to Azure over a public network. A VPN gateway sends encrypted traffic over the public internet between your Azure virtual network and your on-premises network. You can also send encrypted traffic between Azure virtual networks over the Microsoft networks. Let's see the question 2. So question 2 is select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. An internet connection is always required to use cloud computing. And the answer is no. So the explanation is a private cloud is a type of cloud that uses its own data center or server room as its own cloud environment. It does not necessarily require an internet connection, as it is delivered either over the internet or via an internal private network. A private cloud can be used only on the internal network, which can be more secure. Let's see the question number 3. Question number 3 is Charlotte is evaluating the costs for expanding her company's IT infrastructure. Select yes if deploying additional servers in a cloud environment is cheaper than deploying additional servers in an on-premise data center. Otherwise, select no. And the correct answer is yes. So the explanation is when adding physical servers to an on-premises environment, it is necessary to purchase and set up expensive server equipment, resulting in high initial installation costs. However, when increasing the number of servers on the cloud and on demand and on a pay-as-you-go based costs pricing is extremely low. However, it is necessary to keep in mind that operating a high-performance cloud server over the medium to long term will increase the total costs. Let's see the question number 4. So question number 4 says, Amelia is setting up her company's security infrastructure using Microsoft Intra. She wants to know if it is necessary to implement a domain controller in an Azure virtual machine. So she select yes or no. And the correct answer is no. So since Microsoft Intra is a cloud-based managed service, it can be used without implementing domain controllers in virtual machines. In addition to Azure authentication, Microsoft Intra works with Active Directory in the on-premises environment to achieve mutual authentication via SSO and multi-factor authentication MFA. To use Microsoft Intra, create a tenant and link it to your subscription to establish authentication. You can easily set up Microsoft Intra from the Azure portal using the following steps. First, sign in to your organization's Azure portal. Second, select Microsoft Intra from the Azure portal menu. Third, select tenant management on the overview page. And fourth, select create. Okay, let's go to the 5th question. So the 5th question is, imagine a scenario where Benjamin, an IT administrator, needs to ensure that Microsoft Intra users are prompted to change their password when they log in from an unknown IP address. Which Azure service should be used for this purpose? The options are Azure Monitor, Microsoft Defender for Cloud, Microsoft Intra Privileged Identity Management, and Microsoft Intra Identity Protection. The correct answer is Microsoft Intra Identity Protection. So let's see the explanation. So Microsoft Intra Identity Protection can detect ID-based risks, user risks, sign-in risk, and implement automatic controls such as blocking access for users who have detected risk according to the risk level. Identity protection detects risks such as using unknown IP addresses linked to malware, unusual sign-in conditions, leaked credentials, password spray, etc. Depending on these risks, identity protection can trigger remediation actions such as enforcing multi-factor authentication, resetting passwords using self-service password reset, or blocking access until administrators take action. In other words, identity protection can force users with anonymous IP addresses to reset their passwords. Let's go to the question number 6. Question number 6 is, Arjun is managing an Azure resource for a project. He needs to ensure that no modifications are made to the resource setting. The resource already has a read-only lock. Select yes if Arjun can also add a delete lock to this resource, otherwise select no. And the correct answer is yes. So the explanation is, a lock is a feature that protects a resource from deletion or modification. Administrators can lock Azure subscription resource groups or resources to protect resources from inadvertent deletion or modifications by users. Multiple locks can be set on a single resource. You can set the following types of locks. Cannot delete or delete locks the resource so that regular users can read and modify the resource but cannot delete it. Read only locks the resource so that regular users can read the resource but cannot delete or update it. More restrictive locks will take procedures when different types of locks are set on a single resource. A delete lock allows modification of the resource, but a read-only lock does not allow modification of the resource. Therefore, the read-only locks that precedence over resources that have both applied to it. So let's go to the 7th question. 7th question is, Arjun is managing underutilized Windows 10 Azure virtual machines for a project. Which is the correct way to save money on these machines? First option, change it to deallocated state. Second, change it to the suspended state. Third, change it to the stopped state. And fourth, change it to the restarted state. The correct answer is change it to the deallocated states. So the explanation is an Azure virtual machine goes into a deallocated state when the virtual machine shuts down and is no longer built. It goes from running to being deallocated when you start a shutdown. Billing stops when an Azure virtual machine is in the deallocated state. Let's see the other options. Option 2, change it to the suspended state, which is incorrect. There is no suspended state for virtual machines. Option 3 is change it to the stopped state, which is also incorrect. When you stop a virtual machine, you will be charged even if it is in the stopping state or in the stopped state. Option 4 was change it to the restarted state, which is also incorrect. While the virtual machine is restarting, it is treated in the same way as starting, as you will continue to rebuild. Okay, let's go to the 8th question. 8th question is, select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. In a university project, Charlotte uses resource groups to manage access control among our team members. So the options are obviously yes or no. And the correct answer is yes. So a resource group is a function that groups Azure resources and implements lifecycle management for multiple resources. A resource group contains only the resources that you want to manage as a group and is used to achieve cohesive management. Typically, resources that you want to share the same lifecycle should be grouped together in the same resource group so that they can be easily deployed, updated, and deleted. When you grant permission on a resource group, they apply to all resources within the resource group. Also, when you delete a resource group, all resources in the resource group are deleted all at once. Okay, let's go to the 9th question. So the ninth question is Thomas is setting up a new network for his company and needs to manage user access and permissions efficiently. Select yes if he can create group policies using Microsoft intra-domain services for this purpose. Otherwise, select no. Options are yes and no. And the correct answer is yes. The explanation is by using Microsoft Intra, you can create and manage group policies. A group policy is a function that restricts the user environment of computers belonging to a domain. In order to prevent information leaks due to attacks on the network, security can be improved on a group by group basis, adding these group policies to restrict the user resources. A domain name is a part of the name used to identify an individual computers and to designate connection destinations in IP networks. Generally, it is the best part of working order, such as Amazon.com. Microsoft Intra Domain Services enables managed domain services. Microsoft Intra DS enables domain join group policy enforcement, lightweight directory access protocol, LDAP, Kerberos, and TLM authentication, and more. Microsoft Intra DS can directly allow domain application, Kerberos authentication, and LDAP access to services built on Azure using Microsoft Intra accounts. This allows you to set a URL like Amazon.com to your Azure application. Okay, let's go to the 10th question. So the 10th question is Sophia is setting up a new office and needs to ensure all devices can join Microsoft Intro for secure access. Which of the following devices should she configure to join the network? Please select all suitable options. And the options are Windows 8 device, Windows 10 device, Mac OS device, Android device, Windows 11 device. And the correct answers are Windows 10 device and Windows 11 device. Okay, thank you. So this was the end of our this practice set 1. And so if you would like the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe, and then use put your comment on that how you are liking the series. Thank you. Bye bye.